Tell me, does Count Dagenhard sound as funny to you as it does to some people? Dagenhard. 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 It's not my fault, it's just what the auto-name generator cooked up for me. I take no responsibility for dick-related puns in my D&D sessions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to talking about Chronicles of Elyria. Should I make this a series? Probably. This is gonna be the 4th video on the topic. And this time, I'm not sleeping on it. I don't know. Usually, I don't know. Sometimes I just get anxiety around, recording things, especially when I don't feel like I'm at my prettiest.
You look very pretty. I am the prettiest one.
But yeah, sleeping on a couple of topics for 2 or 3 months is a little much. But this time I'm on top of things, sorta, kinda, having only found out about this event a week ago because I apparently don't get emails in my email thing on time. I don't know where they're going, it's not the junk thing. I check the junk thing occasionally. But yeah, for Christmas this year, the Soulbound Studios team has cooked up a Raiders of the Lost Vault event for us. As the longest night waxes ever closer, and endless twilight enshrouds the land, all the people and creatures of Elyria make their final preparations to winter the bleak years ahead. With stores uncomfortably low from a meager growing season, the search for additional resources is on everyone's mind. Adventurers use the dwindling light to scour the land. It is during this time that, in a forgotten ruin, an entrance to the underground lair is discovered, its secrets still intact from an unknown time. With the promise of untold riches, explorers and champions from all over enter the deep dungeon. What they bring out will change the face of Elyria permanently. Hailing from Oceanus, the king of Sokara was among those who entered the ruins, but he and his party have not been seen or heard of for an alarming amount of time, and his council fears the worst. Dungeoneers on Oceanus have another treasure to claim if they can bring back proof of his fate. Welcome to our December event, Raiders of the Lost Vault! Overview. So yeah, basically in the world where Elyria is, I think it has sort of a oval orbit? That's what you call those things, right? Is there a more technical term for having an oval orbit or something like that? Either way, or maybe the tilt of the planet is a little wonky, you know? But it just so happens that when the December months hit, there are multiple Decembers? Once upon a December. When the winter months hit, basically, the sort of, it gets dark long time. It gets lots of dark long time. It's like Alaska, or Iceland, places that exist near poles have lots of dark. And so it is with Elyria. I wish I could speak English today, but apparently that is a skill outside of my retinue, or something like that. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. There's a comet that is sacred for those who worship the twofold queen, and important things, and there's lore that goes with that I have not read yet, but is still very interesting. I can totally do dramatic readings of the lore that has been presented, if anyone is interested in that. Because that's fun. Moving on to topics that are happening now, Raiders of the Lost Vault is a community engagement event that takes place during this longest night. And so, apparently, looking at the event page, you start with 10 supplies and some coins as funds, and you can either spend the supplies on spying on other people's shipments, or you can choose to raid the vault. I don't know why you would spy on shipments. Honestly, that's a waste of supplies, because unlike in the Searing Plague event, your supplies do not replenish themselves in the raiding of the vault thing, which basically makes this a total cash grab, because the only way to get more supplies is to buy them in the store. And like you get 10 supplies and then like $10 of in-store credit, so something like that. And when you raid the vault, like you get random things. Like I think I got a ruby and several glowing potatoes. I don't know why. The potatoes are irradiated, but there's that, and dusty caskets. Lots of dusty caskets. I've heard from some people that the random items you get when you're not getting ancient coins are stashed somewhere and have an effect later or something, but I've yet to see that. It sounds more like flavor text. It really does. It sounds more like you found useless garbage, but we're making it seem like less of useless garbage. Anyways, so, like, what's the point of going in and raiding and getting the coins and everything? Well, the point is there are some fabulous prizes that you can only get if you have the most coins in your possession by the end of the event, which should be in about a week or so. Week or two, something like that. But see, yeah, there's one grand prize per server, and there's one runner-up per server. So unlike the Searing Plague event, which was everybody, this is sort of divvied up. And apparently the grand prize for Oceanus and everyone else is slightly different, because I wish I knew sort of the background behind that, but I think one of the kingdoms lost the guy who had bought one of the packages that turns you into a ruler and gives you ownership of a kingdom, and like something happened in his life or something, and now they're trying to find a replacement. So the grand prize for Oceanus is claim to the throne of Sokara. You win a Monarch Ltd package ownership of the Kingdom of Sokara on the Oceanus server, and the in-game title, the Luminary. And the runner-up prize for Oceanus is you win a Royal LTE, something like that, package on the Oceanus server, and a Cassius Belli. Am I pronouncing Latin right? Probably not. To the throne of Sokara. Sakura. So does that mean like they're potentially a claimant to the throne? That sounds like a recipe for drama. Definition of Cassius Belli. The favor is a willingness by your peers, your noble's peers, or your noble's liege lord to support you. This is actually a written contract that they signed that assures you of their support. So if you're a mayor and you can rally enough of the other mayors, currently 2 out of 3, you can claim Cassius Belli and attempt to overthrow your count. So yeah, drama! It's like runner-up prize, you get the drama. So the grand prize for Angelica, Luna, and Celine is you win the unique relic, the Sunstone, which creates a natural daylight cycle in a 198-meter radius, no matter if underground or during the longest night. 25,000 EP, which is... I wish I could say experience points, but no, it's like... I forget acronyms, but it's influence or something like that. And the in-game title, the Luminary. So does that mean Oceanus doesn't get a Sunstone? That's a ripoff. The runner-up prize for Angelica, Luna, and Celine is you win a Royal Ltd package and an exclusive manual for a powerful combat style once lost to time, which is rumored to use a flail and an offensive shield. Oceanus got ripped off! Dang. That's rude. I want to fight with a flail. Magikarp used flail. It was ineffective. Additionally, at every 25% of the progress bar, individual community rewards are earned. There are 4 levels of community rewards available, of which some of the community is eligible to receive as individuals. And then other stuff which we vote on. So, looking at the thing, we've at least for the Angelica server, we've already got the level 1 reward, which is all Illyrians receive a pure gold ingot. Yes, everyone just gets a bar of gold. We're some rich motherfuckers. Despite the odds, you are able to get your hands on a pure gold ingot found in the vault. Any appraiser will tell you that it is worth a hefty sum. All players with an Elyrian package get this reward. And, like, in addition to that, it has sort of underneath the thingamabob, the little meter that measures your progress and everything, increased wealth. The vault's treasures infuse your server with opulence. All starting capital cities will have their wealth increased by 1 rank, which has the effect of increasing the population, number of buildings, and quality of furniture and other appointments. Huh. Now that's getting into some mechanics of how the cities are going to happen. Like, because technically you can build buildings all on their own, so how do you measure the bounds of a city and increase the ranks and everything? That's going to be interesting. I want to know more about that mechanic. The next level up from that is all Illyrians receive a replica combination lock. A clever portable lock mechanism that is found in the vault, and tinkerers reverse engineer it. The pattern is a closely guarded secret by master tinkerers, but the mechanism itself is commercially available. All players with an Illyrian package get this reward. Yeah, so basically you can lock your shit. And it doesn't get locked picked. It's a fun, neat little puzzle. And like, maybe we'll get that if we're lucky. I highly doubt it, because let's be real honest, even with everyone in the server participating, like not just in the server, but everyone who is available to play the game, Chronicles of Elyria, was participating in the Searing Plague event. And we never got to 100% cure. That's with everyone participating, and with replenishing purity and all that. So just thinking about it on a server by server basis, how in the world are we going to make it to 100% clearing on the vault? That, especially when you have to spend like $10 or $5 a pop to get like 10 supplies and keep doing the thing. That's just, I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's gonna happen. But apparently, according to like the event page, you get to a part, like we have partial progress on the second bar, and there are things listed underneath the combination lock that you can vote on. Yes, you can choose a reward that you might get in your server. And so the potential rewards there are Daemon Pitch. The vault reveals a well-hidden recipe for an alchemical mixture described as being able to burn one's enemies with divine fire. So, Greek fire. It is a closely guarded recipe for master alchemists due to its destructive potential. Then you've got Cinder Concrete. The vault reveals the ratios necessary to create a type of concrete using ash, described as being strong enough to build across a great ravine or for 20 stories. It is a recipe master masons are proud to advertise. And then, Increased Fame? Vault raiding fever takes over, causing deeds of exploration and bravery to be more readily on the lips of the people. The rate of fame gain for these deeds is increased. It is an effect explorers and champions enjoy the most. So, looking at that, honestly, the most useful thing is obviously the Cinder Concrete. Everyone enjoys the benefits of having bigger and better buildings, better bridges, better infrastructure. Why would you not go for the Cinder Concrete? I don't think that's a controversial opinion. Meanwhile, Daemon Pitch, useful in war, but also has the potential to be very destructive to your own fleets if not used properly. Oh my gosh, I'm getting flashbacks of the Battle of the Bay in Game of Thrones. You remember that? Craziness. And the Increased Fame, I think only people who are really hardcore into the I'm gonna be an adventurer are gonna click on that one. But to me, that one just seems very self-serving. Maybe I'm too much of a collectivist, but there we go. Next level reward up from that, all Bloodline and above players receive the Kindling Ritual supplies. A ritual is discovered in the vault that can light a fire without flint and steel. Magic! You are able to procure a copy of the ritual as well as the supplies to perform it. All players Bloodline get that. And under that, There's like a couple of legendary items that you don't even get. It's rumored that it's somewhere on the continent, anyone could find it. And they have the Chalice of the Deep. Evidence of a relic is discovered in the vault that is said to produce unlimited fresh water and be easily carried. And then the other one is Casket of the Dark. Evidence of a relic is discovered in the vault that is said to turn anything to dust. To turn to dust. Anything put inside it in one cycle. So basically, you can have either infinite fresh water or a dusty casket. Dusty casket. I can English. Which one sounds the most useful? Do you want good clean water? Or do you want a shredder, basically? Like a company shredder. Good for hiding bodies, maybe? But fresh water! What if you're stuck underground without a good water supply? That would be useful. What if you're out on the ocean and you can't rely on the rainwater? The Chalice of the Deep. What if you're under siege and you can't reach the ravine? Chalice of the Deep. You have fresh water and everyone's fine. Casket of the Dark. You got dust. You got dirt. You got nothing. It's a box. It's literally a box. And then the level 4 reward, which none of us are getting, let's be completely honest with ourselves, is glowing flora is found in the vault. Growing despite the darkness, some cuttings are brought back and propagated. They only grow in darkness, but the novelty has created a market for this delicacy, the starberry plant. All players with bloodline are high get it. So you can get a very shiny strawberry star thing. And underneath that, you can either get a volcanic microbiome or a starlight microbiome. The area around the vault's entrance becomes a bioluminescent microbiome, rich in crops and other plant life that grows in the dark and glows in the dark. That's cool. That's freaking cool. Volcanic microbiome, you get lava rock and sulfur. It smells like rotten eggs. Would you rather have shiny plants, potential crops, unique flora, or eggstone? Rotten eggstone. Let's be honest here. Like, am I being a pessimist? No, I call this realism. Some people are rather into this. Like, some people are rather into the idea of winning the Sunstone. One of whom being the guy who's in charge of the county / duchy that I plan on entering into at some point, which means all of the coins that I got with the 10 supplies that I had went straight to him. So, but it's an interesting concept, so let me read it to you. Stumbling through the darkness, I came upon a distant light. I did not believe my eyes at first. So long had I been without any light. So long had the days stretched into night, stretched into days, in an endless blur of blackness. But the closer I drew, the larger it grew, and I was intrigued. What was this place? As I stepped into the temple, between the marbled pillars of its entrance, I could feel the heat rippling off the stones upon the dais ahead of me, chasing away the chill with the darkness that had clung to my bones. Bright as the sun, I'd never seen anything brighter beneath the sky. There was something unnatural about it all, but I cared little, for I craved the light. I basked in it, and it comforted me. As I stood in its warm glow, there finally came a voice from behind, from someplace I had not seen as I entered the chamber. Eternal is the fire, brother. Have you come here to worship? So yeah, in the land of fire lies a temple of the sun. Lavishly built and with skilled hands, the temple of the sun houses the mysterious relic known as the Sunstone. To many, the stone is seen as a powerful but practical thing. An object destined for the purpose of producing a harvest in places where it might otherwise be difficult, if not impossible, to do so. To others, particularly among the Virtori, it is seen as a divine gift and lone beacon in the darkness that offers shelter and respite from the long dark, years of the longest night, and a salvation to those teetering on the brink of madness, or some say anyway. So yeah, Hieronymus, that guy, does Vale Vainglorian, wants to do the Sun Temple thing. So, and that's on the Angelica server, just being clear there. I have no idea what's going on in Luna or... what's the other server? Celine Dion. That's the other server. I've no idea what's going on over there, but apparently the competition for the Angelica Sunstone is fierce. But it should be fun times for all. I'll let you know if anything happens. I'm not planning on buying more supplies, just cause I don't scots the money. But if anyone's interested, the event is happening right now as of the posting of this video. And yeah, so that's all that I had for today, and I will be catching you in another video sometime soon. So, bye!